What's the deal? Yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal? How you feel? What's the deal? Where you at?
So y'all here? Y'all like inspiration? Y'all like motivation?
Denise Camille?
Y'all like ventilation?
Denise Camille?
Y'all know I gotta make up a few words here and there, but who y'all here with?
Ventilation and Denise Camille.
Under the act, but we not playing no games.
We're not into games. We don't like Sega, PlayStation, or Xbox.
So y'all here with Dilate the Dialogue with Denise Camille.
Dilate the dialogue.
We gotta open up, not them legs, but the mind.
Denise Camille.
Cause I know y'all trying to find y'all strength.
Denise Camille.
Intertwined with the life of me.
Denise Camille.
Greetings. How are we doing? How are we? Y'all are here with Denise Camille, the one and only, with another episode of Dilate to Dialogue. Spectacular podcast, right? And I just want to just let y'all know I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm humbled for progress, right? Just progressing and to keep going. I had someone ask me earlier today, like, what is it? I don't know if she was trying to sell me something. She was after a while, and I knew I was just waiting for the punch, right? She was asking, what is it that you want to be remembered as, when you transition and things like that. And for me, it was the only word that kept coming to me was that I'm an overcomer. And I want to just impart that on you to always be able to overcome your challenges. We all have challenges, right? I don't know where that had to start out the episode with yet. I am Denise Camille, the Urban Love Therapist, relationship and self coach. So another episode, right? Y'all know me and my products and my services. Don't forget to check me out on my website or hit up the link tree in the bio. I might put it in down at the bottom. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put it at the bottom here where y'all can check out all my products and all my services and how important it is to have and keep that relationship with yourself, to be wanting to date yourself, be wanting to laugh at your own corny jokes. And most of my jokes are not corny at all. I've made many of people bust a gut, right? And having to, hold yourself and just, put your hands together and, love on you. Love on you because you have to build that relationship with yourself. Just like I have, with my hair care line. Y'all check that out too, Denise Camille. It's, hair relationship guru. What is your relationship with your hair? Are you a friend? Are you a foe? Are you in a situationship? Are you married? Are you widowed? Are you divorced? Are y'all like classmates? Because there are levels to friendships too. Are y'all acquaintances? Are y'all accomplices? Are you associates? What does that look like for you? Check that out on my website as well. And my baby, my original baby, Justice for the Caged Mind, y'all. She was written in my breakdown and she became my breakthrough. Mwah. And I bring her to you, right? Check that out on the website. You want to purchase the book, Justice for the Caged Mind, written in an intimate soliloquy format, written to assess you when you didn't even know you were losing you. Most of us have to lose our minds to gain our sanity, right? We have to sometimes be at a place of destitute, mental destitute, and emotional deprivation sometimes to get back what we thought we lost, which was time. We can't get back the time, yet to know that it was a priceless lesson, the experiences was worth it, right? And forgiveness comes into play. We forgive ourselves. And what they say in Christianity, forgive those who trespass against us, right? And then you have my second book, my ebook, Nurturing the Soul, the quick 10-step guide connecting self and spirituality. That is definitely a quick read that helps those who are feeling that there's a disconnect between them and their higher self, right? Nurturing the Soul, 10 quick step guide connecting self and spirituality. Then you have my third book, my most recent, Urban Life with Love, 5 languages we speak. This goes a little bit deeper as my services side, my counseling side, as being a counselor for, I think, over 9 years now, spiritual counseling, holistic counseling. Our love languages were not the 5 in the urban community that, I guess I could say the Honorable Gary Chapman has produced many, many moons ago on the 5 love languages. And I realized those 5 are what we should be giving ourselves on a day-to-day basis. The 5 that I discussed in the book are reality of what the urban community lived through, got ran through, had to be resilient of, and had to acknowledge truth, right? And after every chapter, there are questionnaires that you can ask yourself to assist your progress and assist your growth, right? That's Urban Life for Love. That one was definitely made from a place of professionalism mingled with personalism, and having to see that it's not just me personally I'm writing about. It's those that I've come across. It's those that I've been the professional offering services to, and those, even as children, even in the young children I counsel, and the ones that I've taught group classes with, especially that middle school age, right? If you can make it through middle school, you can make it through life, right? Check out the books, the juicing line, the mental detox juice line. You have to mentally detox your mind before you detox your body. Those recipes that I've created, they do trigger some emotional issues. So I always have a little disclaimer. If you're going to drink this, be aware of this, because it'll bring up that emotional vomit that some people just aren't ready for. I'm here for it. I hold space for it, right? That's that. And then we have the self-awareness deck where I usually pull my topics from. Can y'all see that? It's a self-awareness deck that I usually shuffle through, and whatever spirit brings about, we talk about, right? And it's trying to show me a whole 1,000 bunch of cards yet. I pre-shuffled, and I have a topic for today. So thank you, the 20 cards that just came out. Now I want to do his own thing, right? So again, welcome aboard the Dilate to Dialogue discussion with Denise Camille, right? So today's topic, bam, pretty straightforward, right? Strive for inner healing. Strive for inner healing. For those that don't know me, I do go pretty deep in thoughts and concepts, and I do also have Provoke My Intellect, where it used to be an in-person, yet people have been asking to do a virtual. So just, be on the lookout for those as well. Strive for inner healing. Did I just lose the whole card? Okay. When the cards start shuffling. Strive for inner healing, people. It is a place of having to know. First of all, let's just define the word strive. Trusty Google is always the best of friends, right? Because I want to make sure that with the vocabulary terminology, we're all on the same page. We're all on the page of acknowledgement. We could say aha, perspective is the same. Perception is the same, right? Strive. Make great efforts to achieve or obtain something. So striving for inner healing. Is that a confirmation, bud? So most of us, when we're going through life, we get hurt. I think that's a commonality as humans. We get hurt emotionally. Not everybody gets hurt physically, because of course then we all would be limping around here and just, yet we do experience pain. Some people say having a child is pain. It's not pain. That's a consistent uncomfortability of your bones being pulled apart. Pain, when I say pain, emotional. Like I know they say, and it's been a proven fact, when men love, they actually obtain physical pain, right? Because it hurts, the feelings, and it's just like, what is this? That's an actual pain because it's come from the inside. They're not used to inner movement. Just like if you have a baby, you feel the baby moving, or that their rib or their legs in our rib, that's pain. Yet doing the work of having to see what inner healing looks like, right? And inner healing is having to self-assess, having to say to self, what is it about me that is looking like it's the same with different faces, same scenarios? Striving for inner healing, not wanting to be insane where I say insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. And expectation always leads to limitations, yet I was going to say imitations. Okay. Ooh, okay. Spirit. Striving for inner healing allows you to sit with yourself, be still, listen to those voices that are coming through. Most times I say the easiest ones to listen to is when you're in the shower. Hopefully y'all taking hot showers because hot water kills germs, right? Yet being at a place where when you're in the shower, you can be able to connect. I know if I can connect directly to source, connect directly. I don't have to use a deity or anything. And most of us, if we just listen in, we have spiritual gifts. The shower allows us to go deep. And every time I say that, I always think of the Janet Jackson song. We go deep and we don't get no sleep. Up all night until the early light, right? We go deep. Go deep into yourself. Listen to that vortex, the vortex of water. Water is the strongest element because it can take you through. Water can be what? Solid, liquid, and gas, right? All depend on the temperature, the pressure. The pressure. Say it one more time. The pressure. Strive for inner healing. It's almost like apply pressure to your heart. Ooh! That's striving for inner healing. Applying pressure to your heart. Saying to yourself, I can get better if I just apply more pressure. If I can get triggered, I can apply more to turn that trigger into a triumph. Right? I can get better if I just recognize that my emotions are based out of frustration and fear and not love. Right? I'm going to leave it there for the first half. I want y'all just think about that. What does that getting better look like for you? Why? Why not? Why are you not important to yourself? Why is somebody else more valid to your voice than you listening to you? Why not? Why not? Why not you? Are you not important? Okay, well, we'll leave it there. Come back, check out these commercials. We'll come back for the second half. So I was going to say the second half of Days of Our Lives. I guess I used to watch Days of Our Lives when I was younger. Yeah, with Marlena. Yeah, that was a long, long time ago. We'll come back. All right, y'all. Take care. You know this Cool In shampoo. It really creates immense lather. Just a dime-sized amount. Maybe a quarter. And, you know, depending on the hair, you want to make sure you're investing in massaging and opening up the roots, right? Everything is energy. Everything is relationship, talking, breathing, listening to what your hair has to say. Is it saying, I'm damaged. I miss you. Where have you been all my... Okay, we're not going to go there either. Yeah, you know, you want to make sure you're getting a good lather, people. This is the second shampoo. Because, you know, you shampoo twice. First time to get the, you know, the superficial oils. And the second one is just get that deep cleansing. The peppermint is going to ignite the scalp. For those that choose to do a shower brush, you know, you want to open up. And those rotational circles. Open up. You know? You want to love on your hair because it's yours. And it's growing in a beautiful way, right? You want to be there for your hair. Be there when no one else is there. Ooh. I am Denise Camille, the hair relationship guru. Y'all enjoy the quiet time. Intimate. Peace out. All right, y'all. We back. Where'd y'all go? Did y'all check those commercials out? I'm all about a funny commercial, right? I'm all about making it rain in your mind because everything is that imagination. If you don't have an imagination, I don't know what to tell you Because you need to have an imagination to be able to enjoy life. Because if not, you mad corny, yo. No, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say you mad corny. What I would say is find what brings laughter to your life and embrace it. Because laughter is great. People who are funny. And I'm noticing that there are way more natural, organic comedians out there than ever before. Thank you, TikTok, for allowing us to see each other in different parts of the world and realizing, wow, you're thinking like I am, even though you're thousands and thousands and kilometers and miles, however long, whatever you want to distance it by. We're in different parts of the world, and yet somehow we connect on a human level, and I love that so much. I love the fact that humans can remember that they're human first, you know. That's always been my biggest thing with humanity. We're humans first, man. Stop all the BS of, oh, we're better, oh, we have more culture. Oh, you can learn from a dummy when the dummy is you. That's all another topic, but we're going to go back to strive for inner healing. This ring light be killing me, but I be fighting back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Strive for inner healing, y'all. Finding and taking that quiet time to sit. A lot of times we're triggered. When I say we're triggered, we are triggered by just simple things that other people do, and we get mad at them when the real villain is you. Ooh, I'm not going to rhyme today. Yet, we want to be such a hero. There's a hero. Put the mic. Where the mic been at this whole time? Where you been hiding? Oh, let me try to pop you back in. You know, when we're at a place of finding out that we were the villain in our own story, you know, we like to always blame somebody else for our problems and say, no, it was them, it was them, it was them. And in reality, it was you. It was you. We were our own problem, right? Finding that strength to strive for inner healing, y'all. I know that it could be a beast, right? I get it because healing seems scary. It seems scary, yet when you realize in life, if you don't walk through those doors, you'll never make it to the other side. And most times, you don't even think about the other side. You just think it's scary just to walk through those doors. Yet, there's some parts in life where you don't have a choice. You have to walk through those doors. You have to see what it is, because you're not going back that way, right? Now, if you ain't going back that way, and you don't know what's on the other side of that, you still got to start taking those baby steps to do the walking. And that means you have to sit with yourself. You have to be isolated, because can't nobody do that but you. Them thoughts that you see on the inside, the ones that make you think you're paranoid or got you thinking you're going crazy, if it wasn't for your daily routine, you probably would have lost your mind. Yet you have to do the healing work to ask questions to the source, the Most High, your higher power. Ask questions. Ask for help. I can't tell you what I ain't been through. Was it easy? Hell fucking no. Was it worth it? Is it worth it? Hell fucking yes. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. Because you're worth it. And if you don't know anything about anything, you learn you're worth it. Because you realize that there were some things that you had to address. You had to see for yourself. You had to make the decisions to say, you know what, if I don't do this for me, what am I living life for, right? Me and this bun. It's at a place where you have to want to obtain growth. You have to want to be an overcomer. You have to want to say to yourself, well done. You ain't even got to finish it with my good and faithful servant. it's well done. It's giving yourself your flowers. You don't got to wait for nobody else to give you flowers. You don't even got to buy regular flowers. Give yourself your praise. Be proud that you've made it through this far. This far. Because when you look back, number one, you don't want to look back and go back to a pillar of salt like Lot's wife in Christianity. You want to stand firm in where you are now. Because you're not going back. Yet you also want to be able to say, I have to take another step forward. I have to take another step forward. It's those baby steps. Y'all remember when babies were learning how to walk? Right? You remember that? They took that wobbly, oh God, ah. But they knew, even though they fell, they had to get back up again. They had to. Because they were striving for progress. Come on, somebody. They understood the assignment. If I don't walk, I will not be able to run. If I don't crawl, I will not be able to walk. They knew. It took some time, but all they have in life is what at that point is time, right? Even though we have responsibilities in life, even though we have, the way the adult world works, somebody's always taking some money from you somewhere, right? Some bill always got to get paid somewhere. Some busyness got to get it take to, time. Time is value only when it's valuable to your energy, because the real currency is energy. Strive for that inner healing so you can understand how strong and how powerful your energy is. I can't tell you what I ain't been through. And then you learn to preserve your energy. People say, oh, protect your peace, protect your peace. What does that really mean? Have you had to protect your peace? Have you had to preserve your energy? Have you had to humble yourself to your knees and go to the Most High in tears for protection of your mind, for declaration of your heart? Have you had to do these things? Strive. I encourage you. Strive. No longer struggle. Come on now. That's for back then. We here now. Strive. Push forward. Push forward. Baby step it. You fall off that couch or that chair that you're holding on to. Okay, well, get back up. Get back up. You'll realize, I know for me, the support system I have is those I can't see. Because I know they're always with me. I know they're rooting for me. I know they're proud of me because I didn't give up. I can think of a list or like a resume of times that I should have given up. Or they would have wanted me. And when I say they, I mean the enemy. The end in me, right? The end. Oh, God, no. I'm a winner. 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 Not in bed. Whoa, R. Kelly. Okay, we're not doing it. You know what I'm saying. Strive for your inner healing. Do the work. You'll thank yourself later. You'll be grateful for your progress. You'll be humbled to recognize that I am who I said I am. It doesn't matter nobody else's value. And, for me, even going through what I've been through, I still love humanity. I still love the heart of what we can do for each other. Each one reach one. I had a conversation with a young woman the other day, and she was going through it frustrated. It was, her first child, and her, I don't even like using the word single mother, because again, it's an oxymoron. Being single is a choice. Being a mother is a responsibility. As a woman who's a mother, who's raising her child by herself, she was frustrated that day. And I was debating in my mind, like, how do I approach this? Because the me in me always wants to assist, right? And I'm still preserving my energy and, approaching it from a place of humility. Because again, suggestive advice isn't always necessary. And I know as a female, when we cry, right after that, oh, we about to go into straight beast mode, right? So as I'm talking to her and she was crying, I needed her to cry. I needed her to shed her tears. I needed her to release her ventilation of frustration, right? I needed that because I wanted her to appreciate where she was in life. You know, we've all been there. Trust and believe. When my first trust and believe, you told me, Mommy, don't cry. Don't cry. I had to cry. I had to see where I wasn't going to choose to be again. And I remember when she stopped crying and she calmed herself down, I said, you know what? May I offer some suggestive advice? Be grateful that you had to shed tears. Because if you didn't get to this point that you think is your lowest, you won't see your greatest. So that's like in the mindset of striving for inner healing. Somehow spirit has to bring us to our lowest. To bring us to our lowest. To learn so that we can live in our greatest. And sometimes our greatest is, I'm chasing because the inheritance spiritually, the wealth, the peace, the applicability, if that's even a word, applying life in any situation to see the greatness, to see the positivity of what that looks like. And life is so short, and yet it seems so long because we're impatient and we're ungrateful. Do your best to be grateful. Ask for patience. And most times when you ask for patience, you're going to get a long story, a long-winded experience. Yet sometimes you got to learn that way. I can't tell you what I ain't been through. Strive for your inner healing. Do yourself a favor. Strive for your inner healing. And when you heal, you actually begin to heal the future generations to come, and then you heal the past. It's a different kind of smile when you know what work you had to do to be that person for you. You get a chance to say, I love you, and mean it. And not have to wait for somebody else to tell you that they love you. You get a chance to appreciate what you chose to put yourself through and how you handled it mentally, because you could have gone under. Strive for healing. Strive for that inner you. Strive for that little child in you that's just waiting with open arms and saying, I need you. I need you. Come. We need you. You know, even as I wear the shirt, one of my clothing line apparel shirts, sometimes saving someone isn't the one needing to be saved. 9 times out of 10, the enabler, which most times is the empath, not knowing where they are in their life, the enabler is trying to save the world because they want somebody to save them. Do the work. Strive for your inner healing. I'm grateful for y'all this time around. I am Denise Camille. I am the Urban Love Therapist, relationship with self coach. I'm encouraged to keep coming on here. That's what I do. I'm me. I need you to be you. All right, y'all. Give thanks. I am Denise Camille. This has been another episode of Dilate to Dialogue. Y'all check me out. Peace.